Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another of my Battle with Beelzebub videos. This time, the basket is actually too heavy for the podium, so I'm not going to put it up. But as this is my phase 2, I have 7 points, hence 7 cat food cans, to explain my battle with Beelzebub. I have cats, I let them clean out the cans, they're all over my house. So, why am I doing these types of videos? Because I'm depressed. I was injured while helping change a car tire. Left a 5% bend in my spine. My house was a mess, and I had a fly infestation, hence battle with Beelzebub, the Lord of the Flies. Was cleaning everything up. Then I wound up back in the hospital. And my animals had free reign over my house for a couple of days there, so they really trashed the place. Not that it was all that clean to begin with. But anyway, so, another box of detritus here. Things from this room that were all over the floor. Probably the heaviest item in that was this microphone holder, which I was actually using to hold up my fly traps. So this obviously it needs to be cleaned because it's one of my tools. It actually needs to be painted. I have to put certain paint on there to designate it as mine. It's just something in the future, but equipment of this size is becoming an issue. Exactly where do I put it, Anyway, so we have a magnet that goes on my refrigerator, holds notes. We have cat food can lids. Alright, so Oster Fresh Fit Recipe Guide. Garbage, it's messed up. Some trash here. Lid to a plastic container. This has to be washed. Alright. This looks like a camera cap. Obviously this is a box for soda. Chicken can. Cat food can. Oh, I should probably mention, I've started to get some of the stuff from the hallway. Not necessarily in this box, I don't think, but cat food can, glove, Janet, aerovonics, and something. It's a book. Doesn't smell weird, I can keep that. Dianetics. I'm never going to read that. Sorry, never going to read that. Part of a storage system, I guess I can keep that. I might throw that away later. Photoshop Elements 14, Tips, Tricks, and Shortcuts. And recycling. Readings from My Utmost for His Highest. 90 Days of Selected Devotional. It's a book of some kind. Trash. Cat food can lid. I could never enforce enough. Be very careful when you handle cat food can lids because they're sharp. Okay, we have one of my green screen gloves. What are you? Trash. Instruction manual for my blood sugar monitor. More trash. One of my musical frogs. Okay. Alright, so this box would technically be recyclable. I don't know exactly what. This is a remote control to this. I think it's a remote control of this fan. Okay. Torch of the Gods. Appears to be reasonably intact. Guide to a calculator I still own. Same thing. There's something about Mary DVD, or really busted up VHS. Recycle. Copy of the Barbarian Princess. The number 2 man, Mr. Pooh. Two Star Wars books. Alright. Trash, and let's visit the library. A library book that sadly was removed from the library. Okay. Okay, we actually have a laptop computer. This may or may not be functioning. I don't know. It may have been in here because it wasn't. May need to be cleaned and worked on. It will go in my electrical scrap pile till the pile gets too large. How to be sick? Well, Stephen Laren's On a Wild Night. Looks like it's a Horthy book. We have a Bean Boozled package, still completely sealed. Well, okay. More recycling. A Canon cap for a lens, I think. Garbage. Some weird tweezers. Guess I'll keep those. Purple Mohawk Ducky. An alcohol cap. Looks like the cat's shredded this. A book called Commitment. Okay. Actually, this is recycled. It's in too bad shape. I think this is some hardware for a tool. There's an Allen wrench in there. Cat food can. Cat food can lids. Cleaning microfiber cloth. A bookmark, a shelf fastener. This bookmark can go in the trash. More trash. Okay, so now again, all that's left in there is some detritus, some cat litter, a few cat turds, and it, of course, gets dumped into the trash. So out of this, this is what I'm keeping, and it will likely be further whittled down, particularly when I examine whether this laptop works. But, thank you for sharing this moment with me. I'm Richard.
Background courtesy of Photographs of a Mad Richard. Link in the description.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if all is going well, I should be surrounded by a horde of flies. They're not actually in the room with me, but they are flies that did actually live in my house and are now long dead. I used a combination of fly traps like this one, you can see it's covered in them, and actually cleaning up to get rid of them. It was a dark moment in my life. A life full of dark moments.
Oogog, Erganog. Daniel Ducky say YouTube gods need long outro so I can tell you comment, like, and subscribe so that this channel can pull trash out of ocean by buying matrices from For Ocean. Also, links to new video now appear. Comment, like, and subscribe, or be cursed by Ugatha. Danger Ducky approves.